There once was a great king who ruled over all the land. The people in his kingdom called him King Basilopolis, but his subjects called him Basil for short. One day, Basil sat upon his magnificent throne, pondering about all the kingly decisions he had to make. So he called upon his most trusted assistant, Alonso.
Alonso, bring me my account books at once.
Yes, of course, my king.
So the assistant went and got the account books. The account books kept a record of all the people that the king owed money to, and most importantly, who owed money to the king. The king began reading the names of all the people who owed him money.
Aaron owes me $700. Abe owes me $350. Alex owes me $200. Alan owes me $1,000, and...
The king threw the book to the ground in anger.
Alonso! You owe me $3 million?
Eep. Yes, my king.
Well, cough it up.
I don't have the money to pay you back.
Guards, take Alonso to auction. Have him and his family sold to pay his debt.
The guards were about to take Alonso away, but he fell to his knees.
No. Have mercy on me. I will pay you back for every cent I owe you. I beg you.
The king felt sorry for poor Alonso. He knew that it would be impossible for him to pay back that much debt. King Basil had a change of heart.
Your debt has been erased,
said the king. Alonso jumped for joy.
Thank you so much. I promise I'll be more careful in the future.
And so Alonso, the king's assistant, left with a big smile on his face. Alonso felt like the luckiest man alive. He didn't have to sell everything he owned, and his family didn't have to be sold as slaves. On his way home, he ran into Maurice. As it turns out, Maurice owed Alonso $50. Maurice had really appreciated the money he had been loaned and was planning on paying him back. He'd been carefully saving his pennies so that one day he could pay Alonso back. Alonso seemed to have forgotten what had just happened with him and the king. His face grew red with anger.
Hey, where's my money?
Alonso demanded.
I'm sorry. I don't have it yet. Please just give me a couple more days.
No way. Guards, throw this man into prison until he can find some way to pay me back. Exactly what he owes me.
Maurice was going to have to spend the rest of his life in a dark, stinky prison. After the guards had gone, Alonso headed home. He was just about home when a guard came and stopped him.
Halt! The king summons you.
Alonso was so confused. He didn't know what to think. So the guard took him to see the king. When the king arrived, he had a furious look on his face.
You had Maurice thrown into prison!
Of course, I needed to teach him a lesson. He needed to pay me back.
The king got even more angry. The king had forgiven his huge debt, but he had not followed the king's example. He had not forgiven Maurice.
Guards, seize Alonso! Your debt has been reinstated. Take this man and throw him into prison until he has paid me his full debt.
No.
The king had forgiven Alonso of his huge debt, just like God has forgiven us for the things we've done wrong in our lives. We need to learn to forgive others because God has already forgiven us. In the Bible, Jesus tells us to forgive one another. One of his disciples asked him how many times he was supposed to forgive someone. He thought in his head, probably 7 times. He thought that was a large amount. But Jesus replied, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. That's 490 times. Jesus wanted to show that if someone keeps wronging you, you should forgive them over and over again. God has forgiven us, and we need to forgive others even when it's hard to do.